FightHype.com here with former world champion Sonny Edwards. Welcome to Riyadh, brother.
Take five.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
The announcements have been killing you right now.
That's it, mate. But great to meet you, mate. Great to be here with, one of the Britain's greatest fighters, especially in the lower divisions, mate. You just had retirement announcement recently, brother. How's things been in the last week or so?
I've been busy. It's been good. Life after boxing. Look, the last 3 weekends I headlined a massive fight. The next week I was commentating on the DAZN show, and the next week after I was commentating again on the DAZN show, and now I'm just getting to Riyadh. I've been in Monaco, I've been Dubai, and now Riyadh for Issue's big fight against Sergey Bokashik, and yeah, looking forward to getting involved and linking up with the team. It's a massive week for Ishmael Davies. It's a massive step up. If you ask me, a level he's never fought at before, but look, I trust Ish and I trust his toughness, and I know he does too. So
yeah,
maybe a very high technical boxer can steal rounds and keep away from Ish right now at this stage of his career, as we've seen in his last fight. But Ish is a fighter, man. Meeting him in the ring, Ish will let it go. So yeah, that for me is fighter tonight.
Also, the big one, Fury Usyk. What's your prediction?
I'll be real. I've always really rated Usyk. I've rated Fury as well, but at any time in the last 20 years, if you asked me to pick one of the best fighters in the world, if not the best fighter in the world, it might have been Usyk. So
yep.
Yeah, I don't see how Tyson can maybe get this one over the line, but at the same time, like the first fight was close. It wasn't no foregone conclusion. I just think Usyk has that, he starts well, then he slows down in the middle of the rounds, then he finishes well. He does it all the time. The time he gets up on the scorecards, lets you have a go, and when you're tired, he sets about you. And I don't know, I think Tyson needs to bring a different rhythm to the fight this time.
100%, definitely.
But yeah, a very top level, exciting fight, and it really depends which version of both fighters get in the ring, as always. Thoughts on
Gervonta Davis saying that he might retire soon? What's your thoughts on that, mate?
I can relate, and who knows? Maybe he saw, some of the stuff I said. Maybe I said
possibly.
No, but in all seriousness, boxing is hard, man, and as we're probably becoming more self-aware in this generation more than ever else about what this world is like and what we're doing it all for. Once you got your head through the water in boxing, there's a lot you can do. Boxing is your vehicle, and just by nature of the beast, it can never be forever. You're always on a clock against yourself, and look, when you think you've done enough, when you think that, who can tell you otherwise? It's a sport, and the boxing ring is probably one of the hardest places in the world to be in, because for that 36 minutes, the moment you cannot defend yourself no more, you are very runnable. And yeah, if that is the case, then that's the case. If he wants to break and come back, then that's the case. Like, we're humans.
Yeah.
You don't even know what people's going on the other side of the phone.
That's right.
When you're looking at it and you're watching an interview and you're seeing a little glimpse of their 24 hours, you don't know what's going on through their head. You don't know what struggles it takes for their body or their mind or when I retired, the happiest person in the world is my son, John. And he went to school, the next day was telling all the kids, and them kids were telling their parents, and then but he was the happiest boy in the world. He said, my daddy ain't going to keep going away. Sorry, Chance, for the last week, but I'll be back before Christmas, and I can't wait.
Do you think Davis beats Lamont Roach?
I think Gervonta can pretty much beat anyone. I think he's got very good ring IQ. He's got very good pace and range control. We've seen it specifically and highlighted in the Ryan Garcia fight. He didn't have the reach advantage, and he probably didn't have the weight advantage in the ring, but he opened the gap going backwards. A lot of small fighters think they have to go forward to have the advantage and close the gap. You don't. If you keep stepping edge back and fighting on your terms, it's a tall fight we saw of Gary Cully and Maxie Hughes. Gary's a good friend of mine, but for 10 rounds he was stepping forward and throwing a jab and stepping forward and throwing a jab, but he was taking away his own reach, and that is very what Gervonta is good at. He makes it very hard to even get close to him, and then when he's ready, he knocks you out. And
him and Shakur would have been good though if him and Stevenson gets it on before he retires.
Yeah, because Shakur is IQ wise, he don't really make mistakes.
Nah, he's a beautiful boxer,
and especially
left-hander.
When I feel like the ante's up as well. He's like Shakur's one of them fighters that if you let him believe that he's definitely going to win, you won't see the best out of him.
Yeah.
Like, you need to put him in a ring where he has some jeopardy, and then you see the class. And
I think there's a fight that'll bring him out to really show his class.
Yeah.
And I think takes the fight to happen for Shakur.
yeah, and you know, there's always politics, there's always probably some pride and egos on the line, and everyone's got their price and what they're expecting to get and generate, and I get all of that, but you know, for fight fans, as a fight fan, you want to see the best fights possible and as soon as possible.
I just want to say, honour to meet you, mate. You're a great champion. You know, your announcement, everyone's, you know, you really touched a lot of people, mate. You're a true, honest person, and what a great fighter. And thanks for all your contribution to not just British boxing, world boxing, and you know, it's really an honour to be here with you, legend.
No, I appreciate you, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Sonny.